who be the latest? Can't be locked up in them cages. Start living up to what the f*** you think your day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you winning, wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little. Been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a f*** I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, oh, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm trying to drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down, trying to show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn, we don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the Lions, it might be a state holiday in Michigan tomorrow if they can pull this one off. Their first ever Super Bowl appearance as they try to win their first NFL title since 1957.
Oh, I love how you announce. I love how you like to govern as well. A state holiday? Absolutely if they pull this one off. And remember, this team trying to win, as you said, their first title since 1957. If they pull this off, it officially buries the Bobby Lane curse. Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go again with Gibbs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Goff. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Kadarius Toney deep for KC. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
3rd down and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. A give, right side for Gibbs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Gibbs straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Gong. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense seeking his third Super Bowl title. He is no stranger to the big game.
He's not a stranger to it at all. In fact, I think he's very comfortable with the stage that is the Super Bowl. We know it hasn't all been roses for him because he's had his share of disappointments. But just when
he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Plenty of scoring here already. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hey, kill!
Just beating the play clock is Goff. And his throw here is incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play, tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
On third down, here's Gibbs. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Patrick going to change the play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. There's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibbs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. And now an audible here into something else. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
He takes this near to 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays at that spot. 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And off now to Gibbs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Hey, 43, 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. On 1st down, it's Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Throwing again is Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Now Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Lions on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down, a give to Gibbs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions get a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
These guys, so they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Mahomes going to change things up. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. comes to throw once more. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Goff on 1st down. That's complete to the Porta. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Goff on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And got his man complete. There he goes again. Touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff got his man. It's Williams. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Goff throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrap. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.